Okay. Hello, everyone. See y'all here again. Quick agenda announcement stuff. Thibaut's giving a SimPEG seminar tomorrow, right? Y'all ready for it? Same time.
Yeah, I will practice a bit this afternoon, but that's pretty much ready. Yeah.
Same time as the last one, right? 10 a.m.
Yes.
Okay. 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. To see most of you there if you feel like you want to come. Hopefully we'll have some more extra people too. Lindsay, I'm sure she got the newsletter out and everything, so a lot of announcements. There's also the SCG survey where they are discussing a potential merger with AAPG and SPE. So AAPG and SPE are both merging together, and they were also talking to SCG about merging as well. So there's a survey to fill out, so please put your voice there.
Hot debate on segment.
Yeah, I don't want to influence any people, but
don't do it.
don't do the survey.
I guess the general trend, if people are not on segment, is that the mineral people don't want to. The majority of people are saying it's a bad idea to join the petroleum people. That's kind of the gist. Alan Jones is saying, please don't do it.
Other than that, I'm not sure if you have any other things you guys would like to talk about as far as agenda items. We can discuss them after some quick reports. On my end, let's see, all I've got is I pulled in many of those small PRs we discussed last week into SimPEG. They're mostly just small little bug fixes and stuff. Everything's still passing, it's all good. So I'm gonna tag a release shortly of 15.1, considering these are all just like minor bug fixes, but no big changes. I put up that preview of the discretized documentation on the Slack. If you clicked it, you should have been seeing a new format, been able to take a tour around yourselves, stumble around it a bit. The layout is a little bit different, as I've shown before. There's things in like more places instead of just like all on the left and then all on the right. So it's like there's you can see, okay, there's chapter heading to the top, and then there's like parts within the chapters, and it all expands, and then everything all links together is nice. It's so much linkage in between. It's kind of crazy how many links there are in these documentation in the API now. Yeah, so take it for a test, see what you think.
That looks good, man.
And then also I was playing around with discretized logos. Sure you guys seen that on Slack, me posting random things and random drawings and stuff.
That's how it works. You gotta try.
Yep. I know which one that I probably think is best, but maybe we can like put it up for a vote, or maybe get some Twitter stuff happening to see what people think. I don't know, be social about it.
Do you have a full like a 1-page listing of all the ideas? I mean, I can scroll down all of them, but
I haven't put them all together in one thing yet.
No, yeah.
Are there any other ideas people had for kind of logo space things?
No, I was happy with your set of proposals.
Okay. I mean, I feel like they're all kind of in the same vein as the SimPEG logo. They definitely look related to it. The color scheme helps keep it related. So I think it's probably a good idea to keep the color scheme in.
What have you been doing? Welcome back.
If anyone wants the Illustrator file to play around with things, feel free to ping. I mean, I posted it in Slack, but if you lost it in the thread, I'm happy to share again.
I was using Inkscape to play around with it, so you can't open it in there and still play with it, like the vector graphics stuff.
What are you using is like a open source Illustrator. You can read the Illustrator files, or yeah. What's the name? Inksync?
Inkscape.
Inkscape.
Inkscape and GIMP are the tools.
Which one's the other one?
GIMP is the
Oh,
is
GIMP.
the-
Yeah.
yeah.
I got GIMP.
they're
Oh, yeah.
kind of the
really?
siblings.
Cool. I didn't know I could read Illustrator.
So yeah, GIMP is more like raster editing, right? And Inkscape is vector editing.
Yeah, so one is Photoshop, the other Illustrator. I never even know. I don't know these other tools.
Think so.
Yeah, GIMP is good.
Yep. So other than that, I've just been going through stuff, doing some edits, been preparing for the 350 course. Get that together. Going through like the other the GeoSci labs, making sure those are all the links were working again, to get a lot of the links broke on the switch from master to main. So just replacing those. They had them all working last year, so it should all work again still.
Just on the side note, are you figuring out your TA situation, or like it's not improving?
What was that?
Oh, I was wondering, like as you mentioned, like the apps, if you had improvement on your TA, like for 350.
Oh, nothing that I can see yet.
Okay.
So is anyone else, any other quick reports from people? And I don't necessarily see anything else on there yet on the notes. Is it gonna be-
Uh,
I did a quick review for that pull request that Neil made, and yeah, asked some questions. Seems like yeah, he wanted to bringing in multiple source, which I wasn't exactly sure. I guess like he was considering more than dipole, maybe quadrupoles, but it wasn't very clear what without the examples. I asked a couple of questions, but he generalized a little bit about that eval function, which is a bit redundant in both dipole and poles. I thought that's generally good. So I'll keep working on with him, and at the end we'll merge that to a main.
Thank you. Everything else going well? MT stuff going? L stuff going well?
I'm picking away at the code code stuff. I'm probably about half done.
Oh,
So
cool.
hopefully, but I got to go do another field stint here, so I'll pick at it a little bit here and there over the next 2 weeks. But I'll be a little bit slacking on that.
Cool. Well, thanks for checking those things out. It's definitely times when I've gone through like the code coverage stuff and written a function, and it's gone like, oh, I didn't write any tests for this thing, and then I write a test for it and it fails, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm glad I wrote a test for it, because then I figured out I was doing it wrong. But
Yeah,
it's
there's
a good thing. Like, I know it's annoying, but it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's better to have it, better to have it going and working straight, and it's good. Good practice for everything else that I'm coding to. Tests, they're important.
I was maybe about tests. I was wondering once, would it, because all the tests take quite long, right? Might it be worth to go through tests and see if some could be made faster to only unit test in a way, or is it skimmed down? I was just wondering while I waited once for the results to pass if they are accumulated or if they are as slick as they can get.
There's definitely areas to trim them down. That's one of the things that I had brought up previously, was the thing that takes the most time right now is the running the tutorials in the galleries.
Okay. Yeah,
That's one of the reasons I had suggested like splitting them out.
Yeah,
they
makes sense.
they take a long time to run. And it's usually what's chunking up. Most of the other tests complete within like 10 minutes or so.
Okay, then it's not worth. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and if you're like looking at the new discretize, that page that I linked, you can see how you could kind of see where it would go as far as a link. Like it would just be a link to another documentation page. So like if you're looking at those discretized docs, right, at the very top of it, there are those chapter headings, and like you can, outside of it having like a little arrow next to it, meaning it's an external link, it fits right there next to everything else. So that's why it wouldn't be any less discoverable than it is now.
So I ended up on the SimPEG site yesterday and realized that we were not documenting any of the inversion parts, right? The directives are not documented. So the plan is to go back. Is Devin gonna step on this after?
I think that's the plan. Like our original plan with him was like we were getting this discretized stuff together. So
Yeah.
we had a good understanding of the format we were going for.
Great. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So it'll be nice. Be nice to have everything. And it'll all look it'll all look similar to each other with the same layout formats. Even the SimPEG XYZ like landing site is all have a consistent format, which will be nice. But yeah, that stuff definitely needs to get more documentation because it's kind of unclear to some people how you would use them or when you're supposed to use something.
Yeah. What's the status on Xiaolong before we quit here? So he said that he would be doing the mods, but is he ready for?
Oh, I had put that. Yeah, I just asked him to take that thing out, take out the volume multiplication there, like we talked about.
And he hasn't pushed anything after that, right?
I don't think
No.
so. I'm sure he'll get on it when he has time.
Okay. And then Thibaut, you have one PR that is ready to merge. Is anyone looking at it?
No, it's just it's a draft at the moment. I still want to do more things like this PGI improvement one. Is that the one you're looking at?
Yeah. It's passing everything.
Yeah, it's passing everything. But I've put like a label and I categorize it as a draft.
Sure.
It's just like minor improvement, quality of life improvement, and I want to add more utils because like the tutorial, for example, like a good chunk of the code is just plotting the GMM. So I'm gonna turn that into a utils as part of the class. That's gonna make the tutorial much shorter and be more useful to people.
Cool.
But that doesn't change like anything at the architectures level.
Okay. Anything else? If not, I don't mind cutting the meeting short as always.
Yeah, no, it would fine by me.
I mean, we'll see most of you guys tomorrow for Thibaut's seminar, so catch back up then.
Great. Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, the only other thought I was thinking was we haven't had any like coding sessions, coding things in a while. Just thinking maybe next week or something. I don't know when people are around, but just keep it on your minds. See if you feel like up for one.
If it's later in the day, I can join still.
Well, okay then. See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone.
See you. Bye bye.
Hey guys.
Bye all.